Hey, how's it going? Checking in for today, even though it is only probably about halfway through the day. Well, I say that's about 3:30. I've probably finished the productive part of my day in terms of anything that I'm going to do moving closer towards my speaking goals and any other goals for that matter. I'm heading home now. I've got a few bits and bobs to sort out this afternoon. I am going to Toastmasters this evening there, so there's something else. But main news to report on today is actually two things. First of all, I did spend another chunk of time this morning going through this sort of two-page written thing telling people, prospects, about what we're doing with the high performance program. This is the bottleneck that I talked about yesterday, and I feel like we're almost across the line now. Interestingly, actually, we had some feedback on it from somebody who's very, very well versed in marketing, and the feedback was that it seemed like a solution looking for a problem, which actually on rereading it, that's exactly what it did sound like. So the advice and suggestion was obviously to focus a little bit more on the benefits and the intended outcomes, which were sort of buried in the piece of work. So that's now come front and center. It's funny how you can know these things, but you come and do a bit of work like that, and you realize, oh yes, I've just missed a kind of a fairly fundamental point there. But anyway, so I did that. But the kind of the big thing that's happened today that I felt really, really positive about was I had a call from Diana, my speaking agent, who had been on the phone with this prospective client who've been in touch through somebody else who'd seen me speak previously. Anyway, so they had a really good talk about the conference, about this event. It's a pretty big deal. It's a big, not I wouldn't say a headline contribution that they're looking for me to make, but it's a big enough contribution for it to be what I regard as a very serious piece of work. And actually, if I get the job, the engagement, then it probably will be right up there with the most significant pieces of work externally that I've done. So it seemed to have gone very well, the call. Now it's back with those who control budgets to determine whether or not they can make it fit, make it work. It's actually a talk, it's a keynote, half an hour, but also a 20-minute workshop based on the content of the speech. So there is actually a fair chunk of work involved in developing something like that. In many ways, the shorter the talk, the harder it is. And the 20-minute workshop is a challenge, but one I feel ready to rise to. Interestingly as well, actually, I'd like to kind of speak to Diana about this. One of the concerns, one of the things that was brought up was about size of the audience. The lady who'd seen me speak previously, it was in a small room. It was a workshop-based session. There's probably 30, maybe 40 people, depending on the session that she was at, in the session. So, a small audience. This is a 450-person audience made up of sales executives. So, a very, very different audience. So, I should have told Diana or given her a bit more of an insight into some of the other things I have done, including Momentum, which I know was probably only about, I think probably about 260 people in the room a couple of Saturdays ago. But even so, I certainly feel confident speaking to the larger audiences, and 450 people wouldn't faze me, and B, wouldn't pose a problem in terms of engaging the individual members of the audience. So I'm not sure what answer Diana gave. She obviously supported me in the sense of saying, yeah, George will be able to do that, no problem. But I think if she had some more sort of examples and things that she could kind of feed back and say that, yeah, actually I have got experience of speaking with larger audiences, and that probably would have helped in that instance as well. So make mental note, we'll speak to her about that. Anyway, we won't find out any more information about that until I think beginning of next week at the absolute earliest. So just got to hang tight and wait and see what happens from there. But yeah, exciting, kind of made me feel really good that Diana pitched at a decent, what she sees as being a very fair price for the value that I can add. And it's always that, do I believe in myself, and actually having somebody else believing in me and supporting me like this, it is a real sort of confidence boost. And I know that certainly over the last 12 months, even though I didn't get masses of work through DBA Speakers, the support I had from them really did do a massive kind of shift in my confidence and belief myself. So this kind of feels like another step change in that as well. So overall, positive day so far. As I said, still a bit more to come, but figured I'd do my check-in now. And as always, I'll report back again for more tomorrow. If you have enjoyed this video, then please do give it a YouTube thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment if you have anything you want to share, and check back in again, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Bye for now.